Today we're going to do a lovely little yin practice. Just a nice gentle practice to open up the hips and open up the spine. So you may need a bolster, maybe some blocks. Make sure you're nice and warm or you're in a nice warm place to practice. We're going to be here for a wee while for each stretch. Grab your mat, grab your blanket, grab your bolsters and your props, and I'll see you for some yin. Coming into Japanese kneeling pose, Seiza, you may want to place a blanket between your thighs or underneath your ankles, or maybe even you want to sit up onto a block, especially if you've got any tightness in the hips or the knees. We're just going to stay here for a few breaths just to gather our chi and center ourselves. Let's just bring our hands in front onto our lap, Close your eyes, connect to your breath. Just taking some lovely gentle breaths, tuning into your body, noticing how your body's feeling. How we're going to sweep our arms out to the side, inhaling. Exhale, bring that energy down to our belly, our dantian, our hara. Bringing the energy up again, inhale, gathering it up. Exhale down. We'll do 3 more in our own time. You finish, bringing the hands back to the lap. And then gently opening your eyes, making your way onto your back. Lying down, we're going to come into, I'll lie down this way, into banana asana. Let me just shift my equipment. Lying down on your back and bringing the feet together, bringing the hands overhead if that feels comfortable, just finding your way into this pose, checking in with the body. We're going to walk those the heels over towards the right side, keeping the heels together. You want to keep your buttocks plastered to the ground. If that's already feeling a bit tight down the left, maybe stay there. Maybe change the position of the arms. Remember in yin, it's all about allowing your body to find its alignment rather than any other person's rules of alignment. Walk your shoulders over towards the left side as well. Sorry, the right side. My left and rights, one day I shall know them. So creating this lovely crescent moon shape, banana asana, banana shape. You can hold on to your elbows if you want to. You can hook an ankle if that feels better for you and gives you a better stretch down the side of the body. And then start to make that left side heavy and let it gently draw down to the ground. Close your eyes. Tune into your breath. And just sink down, melting into the floor. Try and release any muscular effort, muscular tension in the body. Let that stretch deepen into the connective tissues, the deep fascia. If you notice the body is trying to hold tension, just soften it out. Remember, you're only looking for that first point of resistance in your practice. Stay there. As it shifts, then you can shift your goalposts as well and look for the next point of resistance. Finding that stillness. If anything's feeling particularly tight, take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Don't be afraid to make noises, moan and groan if you must. Gently shift your shoulders back to center. Walk those heels back to center. And we'll just hug the knees in for a moment, just to release out the side of the body. Excuse me, a little yang, little movement. And then releasing the legs back down to the floor. And walking them over to the other side. Walking the heels over as far as they want to go. Checking in, making sure the hips feel okay. If you feel like you need more stretch, go ahead, walk those shoulders over as well, creating that crescent shape. And experiment and explore with where you'd like your arms to be. Maybe you want them back over the head like before. Maybe you don't. Your pose doesn't actually have to look the same on this side as it did on the other side. It doesn't have to mirror it at all. It's all about tuning into your body and allowing your body to guide you into the right alignment, the right pose for you in this moment right now. It may be completely different to tomorrow. So when you find that place, find your stillness and surrender down into that stillness. Remember, only that first point of resistance. There's no need to be aggressive about your practice. On the same token, we don't want to hold back either, so it's treading that fine line. And checking in. Where are your muscles holding tension? Where is your body trying to hold you up? Release it. Find that muscular softness. Allow that stretch to deepen and get into the connective tissue, the fascia. Stay present with the sensations in your body. Stay present with your breath. Keep softening into it. Keep surrendering into it. Deepening that breath. Very slowly, very carefully, very cautiously. Move your way out. Feel free to stretch out or just hug those knees in for a few moments. And then slowly roll over to your side. Making your way back up to a comfortable seat. And we're going to come into a nice big dragon lunge. So the lunge is very similar to a runner's lunge or a gecko maybe. Step your right foot out. And let's open that foot out to the side. You can have a block here if you want to rest a little higher. And you can have the foot behind you tucked. You can also have some support underneath the knee if you need a cushion or something. Or you can come down lower onto your forearms on that block as well. There's no hurry to get there just yet. Let your body guide you down. If you're comfortable coming lower, you can absolutely come to the ground. Again, find what your body wants. You could decide that you just want to stay up high. Just listen to your body. Let the hips open. Breathe and soften. So the upper body is going to be doing a little bit of effort holding us up. But that lower body, you want to find that muscular softness. Let everything soften down. Let everything release out. Breathe into it. You could start up high, and as things start to open and release, you can decide to come down a little lower. Keeping the head lifted or letting it drop. Again, you choose. This is your adventure today. Embrace the challenge. Breathe into those difficulties. As you get deeper into the stretch, it might get more intense or it might ease off. It really depends on what's happening in the body. But just keep working on that softness through the muscles. Take those deep breaths. If you're finding it hard to stay focused, use the little yin mantra. I am breathing in as you breathe in. I am breathing out as you breathe out. Just quietly, silently, even saying that to yourself. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Or you can add one more. I know I am breathing in. I know I am breathing out. Or you can just be easy and use the little release mantra. Release, release, release. Just reminding yourself to let go, surrender. If you need to come out of a pose early, that's totally fine. But make sure you're coming out because you've well and truly decided that, yep, that's it, rather than you just figure that, just come out now. Inhale, peel the body up. And we're going to walk this foot across into a pigeon, a swan. So bring that leg across the body into a comfortable position where you can come down into your swan pose. And this shin can be anywhere from parallel to the top of the mat or closer into your body. Again, because it's yin, you don't have to be in any kind of perfect alignment. It's really letting your body guide you. Your knee could be slightly to the outside of the hip. It could be straight in front. It could be slightly inside. And before you get in a hurry to recline, we're just going to stay in swan. However, if swan is no good for you, then the alternative, you could bend the back leg and come into a form of deer pose instead, where we do have our shin facing forward. Back leg maybe facing there as well. If they need to come in, that's all good. And you can come down here or you can sit up. We haven't gone down yet though, so just stay here. If none of that works for you, come onto your back, thread the needle, hold onto your legs here. That is all good as well. So choosing which one, hanging out up here first. I hope you haven't reclined yet. I know it's tempting, but this is a lovely release for our hip flexors before we get into the glutes and into that gallbladder meridian. Breathe length through the chest, soften through the lower body, check in, make sure that knee feels comfortable, and you may want to bolster to recline onto your sleeping swan. Yes, you're allowed to come into sleeping swan now. Some of you may just want that bolster to bring the forearms to, or maybe you're completely comfortable coming down all the way. But there is nothing wrong with using the props, because the aim of our practice is to try and find the comfort so that we can surrender completely and give up any of that muscular effort that's going on. It's not to say that this is completely relaxing. We're still looking for that challenge. We're still looking for that first point of resistance where we feel the tightness. And then we're staying there and breathing into it. And very slowly, like you've aged 101 years, move slowly out. You might want to shift over to that right side and bring your left leg forward. Or you might just want to press into a downward facing dog. Maybe you want to hammock out a little bit. Before we go on to the other side, we're going to come down into our pentacle pose. It's like Savasana, it's just a lot wider. So taking the legs out to the side, arms out to the side, palms facing up, and soften. This is where we start to look for that rebound. Allowing any tightness, any difficulties, any discomfort in the body to just pass through. Let it crackle and sparkle through your body until it shifts into comfort, release, and relaxation. Just notice how the body's feeling. Stay with the sensations. And then bring those legs together. Roll to your side. Just for a moment and very slowly make your way back up. And we're going to do it on the other side. So stepping that left leg forward into a lovely big lunge. Walking it out slightly. Maybe using your props if you want them. Find that place where you can hang for the next few minutes. You can always take that first 30 seconds to a minute to just explore and play and find out where you want to be in your body before you find that stillness and before you find that silence. Notice how your body feels. It may feel completely different on this side. Allow yourself to slowly work deeper as the body starts to open, or just stay where you are the whole time. Looking for that muscular softness. And let's gently, very slowly bring our way up and walk that left leg across, finding the variation that suits you, coming into Swan or deer pose like before, or thread the needle. Remember, don't recline just yet. Let's stay up. You can use your block here as well and find a little bit more height in your Swan. Just depends on what feels good for your body right now. Breathe into it. Notice where the tightness is, what's going on. Make sure the knee feels comfortable the whole way through this practice. And then go ahead, move into your sleeping Swan. You can use your props again if you want to, or maybe not at all. As usual, our two sides are always quite different. So honor them, give them what they require. You can always come out earlier if you need to. Remember that mantra of the breath. Stay present, stay with the sensations. Inhale gently, gently, gently. Bring yourself up. Roll to your side or press into a down dog for a moment. Slowly, remember, move very slowly out of your practice, out of your pose. And then coming down when you're ready into that lovely pentacle pose. Noticing the sensations, let that rebound occur. And then gently bring everything back to center. Roll to your side for a few more moments. Come up to a nice comfortable seat. We're going to come into butterfly. So again, you may want to place the hips up onto a bolster or a blanket or a flat cushion. Bringing the soles of the feet together, they don't have to be wrenched all the way up towards you. You can have a nice easy diamond. If you need some support underneath the thighs, you can have your blocks under there to support the groin area. Or you can have a strap around the body and around the legs as well to support you, Just find what works for your body. Maybe shift the flesh away from the sitting bones. Maybe grab that blanket. And we're going to gently round out the back. When you're ready, slowly come down. Some of you may want to come down again to a lot of support, to a prop. And rest down here. Maybe you've got a little bit more. Maybe you want to rest over a bolster. Or you just want to come down. If it's uncomfortable having the head hanging down for long periods of time, find some support for the head. Remember to stay with the sensations in your body. Stay with that breath and keep surrendering the tension away. Also, when you come into these poses, maybe you get a little frustrated because you're not going as deep as you would like to be. And let that go. You can check in and see what is stopping me. What is stopping me from going deeper here? It could be muscular tension. And the good news is that yin will help release that and give you more access to your body. It could be hard compression, which is bone hitting bone. If that's the case, there's nothing you can do to change that. That's just your body structure. And that's all good, just accepting where that is. Or maybe it's soft compression, flesh hitting flesh. And there's lots of reasons why that might be happening as well. You can get around soft compression. You can also slightly get around hard compression. And you can definitely move through tension. So it's nice to become aware, and it's nice to study our body, self-study, svadhyaya. Get to know yourself quite intimately. And the more you get to know yourself, the more you fall in love with everything about you. The miracle that is your body. Let's gently start to move out from there. Lovely, slow release. You can physically pick those legs up now. Stretch them out in front of you if that feels good. Oh. Release them out, rock them out. Maybe do a little window wiper action. Or if you're just ready to go into the next one, let's come into Dragonfly, widening out the legs. We're going to do a lateral Dragonfly. So make sure the legs are comfortable. They don't have to be super wide. Again, you can sit your hips up onto a block, onto a cushion, a blanket, something like that. Just make sure that you are feeling supported and secure. And we're just going to extend up and over through the side, releasing out. And you know what, if you can't come all that way, just hang in here is all good. Hang in here, this is actually one of my faves. Using a block if you need it, even higher if you require. As long as you're feeling that stretch through the side of the body, that's what we're looking for. That's our target area right now. So play around, take the first 30 seconds or so to play, explore, find where you can then hold for the next few minutes. Now we're not dumping our chest down to the ground. We're looking for the side stretch. So we're not rotated to the floor. We're opened to the side. Release. I just noticed I was holding tension in my legs. Soften it out. Keep checking in. That tension's going to want to creep in as the stretch deepens. Remember, first point of resistance, and then the next one, and then the next one, as they give and they pass and they change. Don't move into it and go, oh, and then move deeper. It's not a competition. It's really the art of surrender. There's a lot of self-love in your yin practice. Let's inhale, come up. Oh, nice and slowly. You can always choose to move out a little bit if you want to, but if you're feeling okay and you want to come to the other side, go ahead. Remember, this side may be completely different, so treat it differently. Tread slowly and carefully. See what's going on. And then check in with those legs because they're going to want to tense up. So soften them out. Find that softness. Keep working that softness. Just noticing your body giving in, surrendering. Allowing you deeper access to its secrets. Inhale very slowly. Bring yourself up. Nice and slowly find a way to come up with as little effort and as little tension as possible. Bring those legs up. Wow. And we'll just hug them in for a moment. We're going to come down to our pentacle pose again, just to surrender everything out just for a few moments before we move on to our front. So coming down, lying down nice and comfortably, widening everything out and releasing. Feel the feelings, feel the sensations, stay with them, be aware of what's happening. And then let's bring those knees back in. Roll to our side and come up. Make your way onto your belly. We're starting with Sphinx, but we're going to head towards Seal. So Sphinx pose, having those elbows underneath the shoulders or maybe an inch or so in front. Legs can be hip width or slightly wider. Just hang out, let the belly drop, the pelvis drop. All of those internal organs drop down. Head can drop too. Or you can have it up. You can push up here, and any kind of back bend in yin, you can actually engage the back muscles. if that feels good for you. Also, if you're feeling a little bit of tightness or some sensations in the low back, you can hug those outer hips in, those outer thighs every once in a while and soften. But if you're feeling your way through this and it feels all good, then go ahead and look for that muscular softness. Make sure that those arms aren't too wide because you won't get that support of your bones just holding you up. So make sure that they are shoulder width apart. Then you can just hang out there without much effort at all in the body. For those of you that are feeling this, you can stay here. For others who may be feeling like you want to come a little higher, you can have 2 blocks or you can grab your bolster and you can come a little higher into that Sphinx pose, having the forearms rested on a support. And for those that want more of a challenge, coming up into seal, the hands can be anywhere out in front, wider, narrower, turned out. It depends on the degree of flexibility you have in your back. Now, I don't tend to think of myself as having a flexible back, but I have noticed since I've been practicing yoga that my back has become far more flexible than it used to, and that's without actually, you know, working at bringing in back flexibility. That's just doing general yoga practice. It's more flexible, it's stronger. I've got a lot of respect for my spine now too. Breathe into it, find that space, let everything drop to the floor. Again, the head can be up, it can be dropped. Those ears can sink down to the shoulders, it's all good. You can hug the buttocks in if you need to, or you can soften it out. Breathe here. Visualize that breath sliding up the front of your body as you inhale. And visualize it sliding down the back of your body as you exhale. Stay with the sensations, stay present with your body. Try not to wander off in your mind. Just be with you. We get to massage and stretch out our fascia in our yin practice. The fascia is this connective tissue that runs basically through everything in our body, and it's this beautiful crystalline webbing. You can look it up on YouTube. There's an amazing video about it. And that tends to shrink wrap the fascia as we get older if we don't stretch out, and that's what makes you shrink and get smaller and smaller, and I don't need to get any smaller. So our yin practice helps us keep that fascia nice and healthy, nice and elastic, nice and stretched out. The fascia also helps to contain the hyaluronic acid in our body, keeping us youthful. That's right, it is the fountain of youth, this lovely practice. So combine your yin with your cosmic fountain of youth and you will stay young and gorgeous for a very long time. All right, let's very slowly release your body down to the ground. And you can rest here on your face. Or if you prefer to slowly move into a child's pose, you can do that too. Very slow. Your body is probably not going to let you move any faster anyway, because the back has just had an epic stretch. So slowly move into your child's pose, letting the body round and release. Gently come back up. Make your way onto your back. And we're going to finish off with a twist. Now there's a few twists you can do here. You can just do a nice easy twist where you stack the knees, drop them to the side. And you can draw those knees up close to your body for a little lower back stretch, or further down for a little upper back stretch. If you want to do a nice deep twist, take those legs up, or cross the left over right, and maybe curl them up into your twisted roots. Draw those knees in towards you. Because the left leg's over the top here, we're going to shift the hips to the left side and then drop them over towards the right. Oh yeah. And make sure the shoulders are in a comfortable position. Arms can be wherever you like. Head can be wherever you like. Same direction, straight up, opposite direction. Breathe into it. Find some release and relief. There is still effort in this, especially if you're in this stretch. This is a big twist. Look for that muscular softness. Make sure you're not holding any tension. And then let's come back to center and twist those legs. Shift the hips back to center if you've shifted them over. Find the twist on the other side. Again, it doesn't have to be the same one you just did. If you're doing twisted roots, right over left, shift those hips, drop over to the side. Find somewhere for the arms that feels appropriate for your body. And gently unwind from there. Come back to center. Hug the knees in for a moment. We roll a little bit. Stretch out for a moment. Lengthen. And release into your pentacle, into your Savasana. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Another deep breath. Surrender completely. You can stay here as long as you like. Thank you so much for joining me. Later on, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and press that subscribe button. If there's anything else you'd like to see on this channel, let me know and I'll create a video just for you. Thank you so much for coming on this yin journey with me today. Namaste.